So, you are all still alive. The power of the crystals is formidable indeed.
The power of the crystals?
Exdeath, tell us what you know. What did you mean when you said that we killed Cosmos?
I suppose I can enlighten you with the truth now. Think of what the crystals are. They are born of the harmonious force possessed by a certain deity.
Harmonious force? You don't mean...
Indeed. The crystals are shards of Cosmos. They themselves are the goddess's power. And it is because you had obtained them that Cosmos lost her strength and perished. The power of the crystals has allowed the pawns to live on without their master. But so feeble is the light that remains, even that shall soon fade to nothing.
If that light goes out, we would...
Return to the womb of the void.
Cosmos? Why?
If you cannot wait, I will send you on the journey myself. All shall return to nothing, as will I, for eternity. This is the sensation. The boundaries of the flesh are broken, dissolving into nothingness. The void is where all begins and all ends. Soon, all of you will become a part of this eternity.
Why did Cosmos make us obtain the crystals?
I have been defeated. What they must know is true darkness, and you are the last hope left to this world.
Cosmos must have known that her death was a fate that couldn't be avoided.
And knowing that, still gave us the last of her strength?
She placed trust in us. She placed the last bit of hope she had in our hands.
If the crystals... No. If Cosmos granted us her last remaining moments...
We can't let them go to waste.
Let us fight with our own strength.
Such a good boy. You've come back to me, where you belong.
What are you talking about?
You cling to me because you can't stand the despair.
I don't remember clinging to you.
Relax, Cloud. This disease called hope is eating you alive. The world of suffering was born out of such half-baked ideals.
If that's the case, I have to endure the suffering. There's no moving on if I run from it.
If that is what you wish for, you shall drown in the pain. On your knees, I want you to beg for forgiveness. What is it that drives you?
Only myself.
You don't exist anywhere.
Enough! Looking for a reason to fight. Wandering around for an answer. They're all my decisions. I'm not tied to you anymore.
Yet my shadow is burned into your heart. We'll meet again, Cloud. I'll keep coming back. As long as you are who you are.
No thanks. The one I really want to meet is...
You're still alive? You pathetic dregs can't even die properly.
Kefka,
Oh, I know. You came here to be destroyed by me, right? Of course. After what you did to Cosmos, who wouldn't want to follow?
tell me, what is it that you know?
You want to hear? Do you? In that case, I'm not telling.
Stop fooling around!
Sorry, ma'am. Come on, what does it matter anymore? Destruction is the fate of all things. Listen, do you hear it? Those are fate's footsteps. Ta! La! Pia! Beyond the chaos, the end draws near. It's not enough. Destroy more. Have got to destroy more.
Just stop! None of this makes any sense.
Destruction isn't supposed to make sense. It's only fun when it's senseless. Why create when it will only be destroyed? Why cling to life, knowing that you have to die? None of it will have meant anything once you do.
We live to protect what we hold dear. As long as you have that, you can find the meaning on your own.
Meaning schmeaning. The whole world's going bye-bye. You included. Life. Dreams. Hope. Where do they come from? And where do they go? None of that junk is enough to fulfill your hearts! Destruction! Destruction is what makes life worth living! Destroy! 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 Let's destroy everything!
It was your broken heart. You were trying to fill it with destruction. This misery must not be repeated. Ever. I must keep moving forward.
In the end of infinite solitude, disorder shrouds the world in darkness. And now, all things belong in our arms.
Not yet. We're still here.
You cannot even stand on your feet without something to protect. What will you do without your goddess to defend?
Her thoughts are with me. They live right here inside.
What insolence. You should know that your bravado is what feeds the darkness. With the gates to the void wide open, you are already dissolving into darkness. There is nothing more you can do.
You're right. If I listened to my head, I'd probably just run.
Then why fight?
My friends give me the strength. I just need to follow this, and the path will open up.
Such interesting creatures. But there is no escaping the fate of doom. We will be waiting among the clouds in the void.
It's only the end, if we think it is. We'll change that.
Peace is but a shadow of death, desperate to forget about its painful past. Though we hope for promising years, after shedding 1,000 tears, yesterday's sorrow constantly nears.
I see that you're just as long-winded as ever.
And I see that you never learn. Where will you go after all has been lost?
A lady has left the future up to me. I can't run away with my tail between my legs.
Maybe you need to learn things the hard way.
Yeah. Let the curtains rise.
In this world, only the fittest survive. Resign yourself to vanish into the mellifluous twilight that awaits.
As long as there's hope, I'm not going anywhere.
Then, I want you to erase me.
What?
The world has disowned me. I have been defeated by life itself. Why?
Do I need a reason to help someone? Or is my help not good enough for you?
It's likely that I will hurt you again.
I can take a beating.
I don't think I will ever come to understand you.
Kuja!
Off with you. Aren't there more important things for you to seize? I return to where I must.
We're going back to the same place.
Cosmos wished to be free, but ended up pleading for death. The god of discord should follow soon.
What exactly is it that you want?
A world of compressed time, where you shall worship me, the eternal and solitary being.
Get over yourself.
Why do you interfere? You are the same as I, trying to create an ideal world.
Maybe so. But I also have a promise to keep.
Even that will dissolve when I compress the world and make it mine. Poor child. It is such a misfortune that you had to be born in my world.
Then I suppose your misfortune was in being my enemy.
Time waits for no one. You can grab it, but it flies as soon as you loosen your grip. To condense and to bind, This is all I desire.
No one can take away our time.
But all is destined to fade, merely to be swept away by each moment.
I couldn't stand a day without a past or future. I need to live each moment to keep fighting, here and now.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
What? Can't even greet your old man? To be honest, I don't really know either. Well, maybe we've got some unfinished business.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you learned anything? A real ace fights until the very end. And we just hit overtime.
Well then!
Where did we leave off? So, are you ready to move on?
What?
I think you had so much on your mind that you couldn't even take your next step.
That's not...
You're pathetic. Can't even get one thing right without me, can you?
I just...
Well, if you don't understand it, try just accepting it.
Huh?
Accept that you are weak. Accept the path you've taken. Accept that nothing makes sense in this whole damn world. Once you accept everything, then you can choose your next path. The one path you really want to take.
You came here just to tell me that?
Gonna cry again?
Shut up.
There. That's my boy. Now, don't make me come out here again, you hear?
Not for a million gil.
See ya!
Hey, Dad. Thanks, huh?
It was fun, being your dad and all.
Don't worry. I'll save the tears until everything's over.
So, you still persist? I thought despair would have crushed you by now.
Brother, why do you do this?
In this world ruled by chaos, I care only that my wish be fulfilled.
And what is your wish?
The answer must be obtained by your own hands. If you seek it.
I understand. The vow with my friends gives me strength.
The strength of your vow is impressive indeed.
Brother, why do this?
You've no chance against Chaos's forces. If at this point you lose the bond with your friends you so cherish.
You tested me?
And your strength was impressive. You and your comrade should be able to overcome any despair. I will be waiting for that time to come.
Where will you...
I was summoned by Chaos. That alone is a sign of my heart's weakness. I've no right to be near you.
Please, wait! Brother! Do you not care what I believe? Because I believe in you. You can fight and win against yourself. I know you can!
Cecil.
And you and I, we also have a bond between us. I swear that I will never lose. So please, when the time comes, please join me and my friends.
My brother,
You are too kind-hearted to be a knight. But maybe someday, if the light should smile upon me.
My dear tools of war, do you come to your master finally tired of the struggles?
We come to stop you.
Insects may swarm, but they are insects nonetheless.
We're not as weak as you might think. We've overcome a lot of hardships to get this far.
Overcome, have you? Then I ask you this. Do you only credit yourselves for obtaining the crystals?
What are you implying?
That everything went as planned. True, giving you her strength was the will of Cosmos herself. But think carefully about who led you to your battles. Is it not obvious that you have us to thank?
What?
Cosmos may have been weak, but she was a goddess all the same. To eliminate her completely, it was best to force her to let go of her powers. We provided you with your trials, and indeed, you have obtained the crystals. Granted, there were some amongst us who were overzealous, but you took care of them for us. Indeed, you are the forces of darkness that vanquished the goddess.
So everything was as planned? I've heard enough! You don't understand a thing! How could you mock all that Cosmos sacrificed her life for?
Her will shall not end. As a mere tool for your purposes.
Silence! Death! Life! Even the divine shall come under my rule. For the only one suited to rule is I! How could I lose? Not once, but twice! Who are you?
You will never come to understand.
But this is not the end. As long as chaos exists, so will we. I shall return to rule again.
You mean back from the dead?
Indeed. From the depths of hell to this world once more.
Wait!
I will be back again!
Time is not on our side here.
But unless we defeat Chaos, they'll return again.
If that is true, what is left for us to do?
Welcome, brave warriors. If Chaos is who you seek, he is up ahead, watching the mayhem unfold.
Garland. As expected, you live again.
It appears the end draws near for you.
We're not going quietly.
We will defeat Chaos and stop the cycle of conflict. And that will be our final mission.
Then let us begin. We shall entrust our lives into fate's cold embrace and revel in a joyous festival of chaos!
What is so funny?
Rejoice. The chains of time have been severed. We shall never be reborn again. The cycle comes to an end as catastrophe draws near.
Catastrophe?
Yes. The ultimate discord has awakened. Chaos means to use his powers to destroy the world and himself.
The world? Along with himself? For what reason?
If chaos is a state without form, where all things collide and blend, then ultimate chaos would be the denial of all existence, would it not? At battle's end, there will be no joy, no glory, no salvation, no future. To the god Chaos, a world without cosmos is naught but an empty husk.
He'll destroy all because of the emptiness in his heart?
It is what the god has decided.
And you? Are you all right with this?
If this world loses its form, I only need to find another cycle. The soul of strife shall endure forever, beyond time and space. Farewell, warriors of Cosmos. May we meet again in the afterworld.
Chaos. Our next battle is our last.